Hi, my name is Don, owner of the Nation's Attic, and to start off 2017 we have a very interesting and desirable antique diving helmet for sale. Now this particular helmet is called the Divinhood Style 3, and it was made by the Dunn Company of Miami, Florida during the 1940s, specifically World War II. Now during World War II, the United States Navy had two different styles of helmets that they primarily used. They had the famed Mark V, which was for deep water work, but they also had a need for shallow water helmets as well. And so Dunn made this Divinhood Style 3 for the Navy primarily. Now they sold these helmets commercially too, but the Navy was the primary customer for these. So jobs that in 20, 30 feet of water or less, this was the helmet that just about anybody could put on and use it effectively. Very easy helmet to use. Now this particular one that we have here has some unique characteristics to it that I'll point out. But overall, generally, these Dunn Style 3s are not exactly rare, but they are desirable collectibles. Collectors love them for their look. They have a unique style to them that is unlike anything else. So very unique, as you can see. It's got the big window here with the guards. We've got a window up here, two windows on the side, actually very similar to the Mark V, so the diver can look all around and see what he's doing, be able to work easier. So great looking, very unique helmet. This helmet also has a great original appearance to it. It's got the original paint that was found or that the factory applied to these. Now the special parts of this helmet actually are that we have a serial number right to the right of the front window here of the frame on the right side. And these numbers, when they're found, indicate that the helmet was actually part of U.S. Navy inventory, which makes this helmet just a little bit more special, as we know originally where it was sent and who used it. Now the uniqueness of this particular helmet doesn't end there. When we took a harder look at it, when we got it in, we were surprised to see something we've actually never seen before on one of these shallow water helmets like that. And that is communications installed on the helmet. You can see a communications cup up here, and then we have the fitting for the communications line to go in right here. There's actually a little bit of the cord still sticking out of this one. We have never encountered, or through our research, have ever found mention of a Dunn Style 3 or any other Dunn shallow water for that matter having communications installed into it. Now this communications wasn't just done by anyone. Both pieces, the cup and the fitting here, are marked Craftswell, New York. Craftswell owned the Schrader Company, who also made the famed Mark V for the United States Navy and commercial divers as well. So at some point, whether it be the United States Navy sent this helmet in to Craftswell to have communications installed for some special purpose, or if the helmet was sold as surplus after World War II and a diver sent it to them to have communications installed, we don't know. But it was done professionally by them. These pieces were installed, and more than likely the helmet was then painted back to the way it should be. As these couldn't have been installed and the paint still looking good as it does. So Craftswell installed these parts, probably repainted it back to factory, and you would think maybe for a commercial diver this wouldn't have been a Dunn, but it was certainly done possibly for the Navy. But making this helmet, as far as ones that we've researched throughout the years, this is the only one we've ever seen, so very special in that regard. Other than that, the helmet is just a great complete example. All the guards are here. Paint, as we mentioned, is here. Great condition. We really don't have any major issues. We have some very shallow dents, things like that, which are to be expected, but nothing serious or major at all. Of course, we've got the original Dunn tag right here present. We've got the air fitting right here on the side as well. The threads still look good. Now, also originally, these helmets came with lead weights, and they would have bolted to the front and the back, hence the two holes right here. We also have two holes on the back. We don't have the lead weights in this case for this helmet, but we do have a source for reproductions of those if you would like some. They do add a substantial amount of weight to the helmet, but do give it a little different look as well. It makes the helmet so much heavier, it is hard to move actually. So as the helmet is right now, fairly easy to pick up and move around. It displays by itself, does not require a stand. So, very neat in that regard. But if you have a Mark V, have ever thought about getting a Mark V, this is the brother to the Mark V in terms of World War II U.S. Navy helmet. So very neat, very unique, very collectible helmet. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Our country code is 1, area code 316-371-1828. And of course, we can always email high-resolution photos of this helmet as well. Our email address is helmets@nationsattic.com, and our website is oldhelmet.com. Once again, my name is Don, owner of the Nation's Attic, and if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, email, or text. I'm more than happy to help you. Thank you.